everybody, this is Christy and Bear in the background. There he is. We're at Egg Harbor City Lake today, and we're gonna be hiking the nature trail that's right near the lake. You can park at the lake, and the trail is a short distance from the parking lot. This trail is not on all trails, and I'll be photographing as we go. So we parked at the lake, and we're taking the short walk over to the trail. And then I will start the All Trails app once we start the actual trail. So we're approaching the start of the trail. So right near the start of the trail is this cool stand of white pines that were probably planted by the Civilian Conservation Corps in the 1930s. I can tell by the straight lines of the planting, and these were planted to eventually harvest, but we still have a lot of forest that was replanted by the Corps, and it still stands to this day. This is the start of the trail. The trail map. The Egg Harbor City Nature Trail. And a little bit about the trail, which is, this sign needs a little cleaning. Because it was awarded a $5,000 resilience grant through the Sustainable Communities Grants program, funded by Atlantic City Electric in partnership with Sustainable New Jersey. All right, so I started the All Trails app. This is supposed to be a 2.2 mile loop. And it's a pretty overcast day. It's starting to get a little sunny, but we're in late October. The color is starting to wane, but my tip for photography is if you are coming out to do fall colors, they always look best in the early morning, and also an overcast day really makes your colors pop better than if you were photographing in full sun. You can see the red still left on the high bush blueberries. We have some yellow on the oaks. Also some orangey colors on the oaks as they kind of turn brown. It's kind of funny that I have lived in this area for so long. I don't live too far from here, and I had never heard of this trail until a short time ago. And we're just exploring it for the first time today. It's always fun to find new trails in your area. I didn't check the map first, but I'm guessing this trail is blazed in blue. So there are a lot of little side trails. Just keep staying straight. Keep following the blue. This is something on the map about an old dam. I think we're going to go this way and see if this is where they're talking about. Sure is pretty. This is one of the little side trails to to the left. The water flowing. Oh, look at that. That's pretty neat. All right, so that was the old dam. I forgot my polarizer, which when you're doing some water photography, it's always better to have a polarizer to kind of polarize the sun and make the water not so harsh. But I forgot it. It's in my bag, and I wanted to hike light today, and I don't have my bag with me. And so hopefully they came out okay. And we're gonna headed back to the main trail, which is right here. I'm gonna continue with the blue. Looks like the start of, we're coming up to the start of the loop portion. Just sign up here. And some benches. It's actually sprinkling a little bit right now, even though there's blue sky. Bench. This is the Mountain Laurel Loop portion of the trail. Imagine it's probably very pretty in the springtime, in early June. Balloons in the woods. We're gonna haul this one out. Nothing more. I hate nothing more than finding balloons in the woods. So far this is a really nice little trail. If you are looking to get away from it all, this is probably not the trail for you, because I can hear the cars the whole time I'm hiking. It's not very far from Route 563, where we hit the turnaround, or the top of the loop. This way is private property, and I can see a house. And we're going to follow the sign back to the lake. You can also hear the roads very close. So we're coming out of the loop. That lake sign leads you right back to the bench. And the sign about the Mount Laurel Loop. And now we're going to head back. So as I'm hiking back, the forest almost looks a little bit misty. Really pretty. All right, and we are back at the trailhead. Sounds like there's a lot of work going on near the lake. Right now they have trash cans here, so that's nice. I don't know if they're here all year. I can get rid of the balloon. Toss that in. Well, we're back. We finished the trail. All Trail said it was only 1.55 miles, so a little short of what the signage says. There are a lot of little offshoots that you could travel to explore if you want to add to your mileage. We're gonna leave now, but I'm gonna stop on the way out at this little point of interest, a little historical thing that I found the other day that you might be interested in. So I'm back at Egg Harbor City Lake area today. I was going to do this the other day when I was on the nature trail, but when I tried to come over on this side of the lake, the road was closed because there was a lot of tree work. They were taking down trees and I couldn't get past. So I came back at a later time to add this to the video. So this is the other spot I was going to take you to. And I just happened to see this. And there's this memorial and grave for Mrs. Sybil Shaler, consort of the late Timothy Shaler, who departed this life on the 2nd day of April 1785 in the 34th year of her age, and whose mortal remains repose here together with those of 3 of her infant children. It's a pretty old grave site, and there is some information about it here. And it said it was redone the gravesite was actually restored in 1964. So they have an informational board here about the Shalers, and it said that they built a sawmill at this site, and actually a house and a sawmill. And there was the Indian Cabin Mill Inn was also constructed nearby. Her husband operated several ships out of the Chestnut Neck and was involved during the Revolutionary War. This area also was a throughway to get to the shore from Philadelphia, so it was a busy stage coach route. If you're hiking near the lake at the nature trail, it's interesting. If you're interested in history, you can stop by this cool little spot.